welcome back to another video, back to my new favourite social media. I really am having a lot of fun with this. So we have another video, and this is going to be my prep and pack for Majorca video, because we go 1 week today. At this time next week we'll be in Majorca, and we've got a lot to do before then, before we get there, so I thought we could do that together. We have all of the beauty appointments, which is one of the most fun parts about getting ready for the holiday, is the fact that you have a full glow up. So far I've had my hair done again. So in the last video we went from pretty much brunette, like I had some blonde in there but not enough, so we went full on blonde. And then I've been back for stage 2, which was to get it really cool. So like you can see, it's almost like it's got like some white in there, and it's just a really ashy, cool blonde, which is what I wanted. So that was stage 2. And then after we come back, we have stage 3, which is going to be extensions. I've never had extensions before, but this is like my favourite hair colour I've ever been. But imagine it like down to here, like. Oh, I can't wait, I'm so excited. So yeah, I've had that appointment already. And what else do we have this week? So we have lashes, we have brows, we have nails, toenails. That's it. No, that's it if that's not like a lot of appointments. I have all of those this week. We also have the last day of the deficit. Friday is the last day of the cut, like 12 weeks, and it ends on Friday. So I have my last workout on Friday and having my first off-plan meal. So I'm actually having my first off-plan meal before we even go to Majorca. But I just wanted to celebrate the fact that it's over, and the fact that I've actually stuck to something, the fact that it's gone really well. And yes, I thought I could take you along for that, how I do my final check-in on the Friday, how everything's looking, how I found it, and then do my last workout, which is going to be really, really fun. And then, yeah, have a lot of food. I don't know what food, but I just want it to feel like a reward, because I'm not tracking at all on holiday, or even thinking about calories or macros or anything on holiday. When we come back, I am going to get back into it, but I just really want to have a bit more of a balanced life. I want to still be going to the gym just as much, and I really want to, one of my main goals is to progress with my lifts. It's been a while since I've been really pushing myself to failure and trying to increase the weight and things. So I really want to progress with my lifts, and then I want to still eat on a somewhat plan and have a calorie and macro goal, but I just want it to be a little bit more flexible, so we can go out for dinner, we can go for breakfasts, and have enough structure that when that does happen, that doesn't feel like I'm just eating crazy wild off plan all the time. A good balance between being still nice and strict and disciplined, and then loosening the reins. So I'm excited for that. But we're in the car right now on Saturday before we go. And we are going to, if you live in anywhere in the East Yorkshire area, I'm sure you will have heard of Honeysuckle Farm. It's just a legendary, iconic farm. Is it? Or is it just somewhere I used to go as a child? Maybe no one knows where that is, but if you don't know, it's basically just a farm for kids, where you get to feed sheep and goats and stuff, and see all loads of different animals and things. I'm only really bothered about the sheep, because I just think sheep are the best animal. So I'm just going to feed the sheep. But we are going with the same friends who came to Manchester. So it was Joe's birthday about a week ago, and we always like to do something for each of our birthdays, but we want to do something that involves their son as well, and apparently he really likes Honeysuckle Farm, so we was like, yes, we will go to Honeysuckle Farm. We're really, really excited. So we're on our way there now, so I'll show you the farm in case you haven't been, because it's going to make you want to go. And then we're going to start packing tonight, which seems very early. I know it's a week away, but I just like to have things out and make sure that I know what outfits I'm taking in case I need to, I don't know, get anything else, and make sure I've got all the right toiletries and stuff. I just would rather have it out because we're at work next week, so we're starting packing tonight as well, which is really excited. But for now, it's Tom. Let's go to the farm.
No, the other one's steeper. That's what I was saying. Like, the other one's, yeah, I've got my foot.
Okay. Well, that was an experience. So we're back from the farm, and that was so much fun. Like, it was so nice to see my little boy just loving it, and we got to feed loads of animals, and it was such a nice sunny day. And then in the end, we literally just sat for like an hour and a half just in this like little outdoor area, just in the sunshine, and it was just the loveliest time. It was actually warm. Like, I had that long sleeve top on, but luckily I had like a vest underneath because it was boiling. This video is meant to be like a packing video. I've packed. I didn't know what to show, to be quite honest, because I was just getting things out of the wardrobe. I was like in and out of different rooms and stuff just all around. So yeah, I'm kind of packed, but I'll show you sort of what's going on here. We're sharing a big case, and then we have a little one, and then we've just got some toiletries over there. So I feel like I've done kind of well of having my half, because if I take out Tom's sliders, actually he's got his socks in them, I like, I feel like I've done quite well at leaving half here. But because we're staying in it's the first time we've ever done like an Airbnb. We've got like a little villa for the two of us. Like, I don't need as many outfits because I'm just going to be in like bikinis and cover-ups a lot of the time. But my Honor Peach all-in-one has made the cut. And not that I plan on going to the gym, but you never know. If there's a really nice one, I might go. And then we've put our little towels in here because we have one of these as well for the flight. And I'm also going to take my big Honor bag, but got the best thing ever that I have remembered. One, some metal straws while we're away. And the best thing, because we're self-catering, gotta crack it out. Oh, come on. Because we're self-catering, I'm taking my favourite syrup. This is the best syrup ever. It's just from Amazon, and normally I get a massive one. But I'll be able to have my usual coffee, because we'll just get some coffee, and there's a coffee machine in the Airbnb. I can get almond milk from the shop, and then I can use this. The favourite part of my day, when I get to have my coffee, I can still do. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. It just came to me the other night. I was like, oh my goodness, they do mini syrups. Like, why am I not taking one? So I am, but I'm excited about my outfits. I've gone for more like tops and skirt combinations. I've only got one pair of heels, whereas normally I feel like I'll be taking like 7 dresses for 7 nights and loads of different heels and stuff. But I just don't think, I think it's gonna be a bit more relaxed than that. So I thought if we're going out for lunches and stuff, or there's 2 towns, because we're like quite central in Majorca. There's a town at the top, and there's, I can't remember the name of the one at the top. Then there's Palma at the bottom. I want to spend a day in each, so I feel like a little top and skirt combo, and then I can also mix and match, so I'm taking less. So yeah, I think we're just gonna put a few more bits in the case. There's all Tom's bits to go in, and then it's time for some tea. We've got chicken wraps with tzatziki. One of the good ones. Everything on the meal plan's good. My meal plan is fantastic, but because I get 2 wraps, this just feels like a bigger meal, even though they're all the same calories. This just feels like I get some more. So I'm really excited to eat that, because I had a Diet Coke at the farm and it's not really riding through. It suppressed my hunger a little bit, but that's definitely well and truly worn off now. So this prep and pack for Majorca could be over now because I'm prepped and I've packed. Good morning, happy Sunday morning. Oh, it's been a good morning so far. So I've been to the gym, I've done some cardio, that's done. So yeah, workout's done for the week. We start again tomorrow. I've just been to pick up the Asda food shop, but I'm wearing the cutest little outfit, like this top. It says peaches on it because of the doggy. My sister got me this for her birthday, and it's just a like crop t-shirt. I love to wear it for things like just cardio because it's so thin and nice. And then I've got the Unified Micro sports bra underneath because peach and orange. And then I've got the, you can't see it all, Unified wrap shorts, and I can't remember the name of this colour. I think it's something to do with berry. It's like the really neon. I can't clear my throat this morning. A really neon pink. I'm going to go and wash my hair now. It's the first time at washing it since I had it done the second time. And I keep putting it off. Like normally I wash my hair every maybe like 3 days. It's now Sunday. I've not washed it since Tuesday when I actually got it done. Mostly because I love the colour. And I know it's not going to wash out after one wash, but because it's all from a toner, something in my head I'm just like, I want it to stay this exact. I mean, the down lighting right now is not doing it any favours, but I don't want it to change at all. So yeah, hair wash and breakfast. But it's actually Father's Day today. Tom's at golf, so we have the same Father's Day plans every year, which I love, because Tom's dad and my dad both play golf, and Tom plays golf, so they always play golf in the morning, so they tee off in around an hour, and then me and my sister, Tom's brother, we all go meet them at the golf club and we have lunch. And yeah, it's just perfect because everyone gets to do like the things they really love. Like they all love golf, we get to do that together. Like we're so lucky that our dad's like really good friends. It's really nice, and they get on really well. So yeah, they get to play golf together, see each other, and then we go to the golf club. But this is the last time in my deficit that I have to not eat out. Yeah, I'm just gonna have something like a peppermint tea. I hate it because I preach like the opposite to this. Like if someone said to me that they were going to go out for Father's Day and not eat because they're so committed to their diet, I'd be like, what are you doing? Like memories are more important. Like there's times to be disciplined, you can't do it every day, but you also need to like give yourself some balance and enjoy your life. But I have to be strict for this 12 weeks. Like I don't plan on doing this again for a really long time, and I've never done it, which I know I've said 1 trillion times over, but literally got, how many days? 5 days left. And I know nothing might change in them 5 days, but I just want to get to the end and be like, yeah, you did that, like you fully did that, and be really proud of myself. So yeah, hair wash time, breakfast time, and coffee. Hair is washed and Dysoned, and it didn't completely change colour. So that's good. And I've also just sent the money to my hairdresser so she can order my hair for my extensions. So yeah, get that on order, and then hopefully when I come back from holiday, it won't be that long, and then I can get my extensions put in. I've never had extensions before, and we're going pretty long. Yeah, I was trying to grow my hair myself, but I thought, you know what, life's too short. Rather than trying to grow it, the hair's available, plenty of people have extensions, and I want to be one of those people. But just about to do my makeup, got myself my little coffee, had my breakfast, and I've just done an Instagram post actually. Oh my god, my dressing gown's so... Please don't, I can't believe I'm actually on the internet in this. Right, I'll explain that first. So I have to use this thing on my face and neck and chest called Rose Hip Oil for my skin. thing that I talk about all the time. And it helps so much, but it's bright orange. So I just had to, at some point, like even when I wash this, like I wash this dressing gown all the time because I know how thingy it looks, but I've just had to sacrifice this dressing gown. I just had a post on Instagram, and it was like, you know, like when people do the bodies that look like this also look like this transition, where they'll show themselves like posing and then in the good lighting, and then they'll show themselves just relaxed and naturally, so that people don't just look like that all the time, like people post their best selves online. I did like one like that, but a little bit different, because I've been cutting for so long and I had been bulking and growing. Obviously I felt, when I was like bulking, I felt quite like muscular and solid, and I was pleased with the ways I'd grown. And then because I had quite a long time off when I was poorly, and I'd not started from the best place either, because I was poorly before that. So I'd started from a bit of like being heavier than I wanted to. Then I'd gone into a bulk. Then I had a big gap in my bulk. And then when I came back, I couldn't really train with much intensity for a long time. So it was just a bit of a mess, to be honest. But I was pleased that I had like put on some muscle mass. But when I was in that bulk and that time, I couldn't wait to be lean. And now I'm lean, like I'm really excited to start growing again, which I said in my caption, like that's a great thing, because I always want to dedicate myself to my health and fitness. Like I always want to be working out. I always want to be trying to get better and better. Like that's just what I enjoy in life, and always wanting like a new challenge, like whether it's to grow again or whatever you want to do, keeps you hungry for more. I think challenge is a good thing. Like setting yourself goals and like really trying to achieve them and pushing yourself out your comfort zone is fantastic. But when like it becomes a bit of like, not a problem, I can't remember how I worded it in my caption, but when you don't actually appreciate like where you are right now, like I was getting to a headspace where rather than appreciating the fact that I have dedicated to myself for 12 weeks, I've fueled my body perfectly with the nutrition that I was assigned, I've said no to things that didn't align with that, my cardiovascular fitness has been the highest it's been in such a long time, probably like 8, 9, 10 years. Like I've not been this fit in terms of like cardiovascular fitness. And the fact that I wasn't stopping, like appreciating that, I was like, even before I finished this cut, I was on to the next. And like I said in my caption again, like I feel like this is something that women do, and I'm sure men do it too, but I don't have any experience from that. But from speaking to other women and being a woman myself, like I feel like we're always like then on to the next. And yeah, it was just about like appreciating where you are now. Because I did that transition video, and in the first part I was posing and stuff, so I felt like good, like I felt like I could see some abs, and like I had a lot more definition in my shoulders and stuff like that than I had before. But then I did the relaxed, and I just looked like a little pancake, like I looked completely flat. But my food has been like lower, and I've lost a lot of weight and stuff, so that's normal. But yeah, just like you're not always happy with the second part either. Like when you're not posing and flexing and like all that jazz, like you can feel flat after a cut, and especially when you've bulked, and that was like a hard thing to do mentally, to be like, yeah, I'm putting on intentional weight, to then finish and be like, oh yeah, I feel a little bit more. Like now I feel like a pancake, and you feel like you look like you've never stepped foot in a gym in your life, but forgetting all the beside the physical, like look at what I achieved. It's now lunchtime. How fast has that rolled around? What an absolute treat, because I'm always starving. But I thought I'd show you my outfit, because I've just put it together and I really, really like it. I have on fit jeans in baggy, and they are a little bit long for me. So I'm normally a size small in everything. So I sized down in these, I got an extra small. I actually would rather wear them a little bit lower, but they do petite, but not in the cute colours or are ever in stock. So I just went for it, and I just wear some really chunky trainers, and I mean, it's fine, it'll do. I will go with it for the cute clothes. I think these are called Sand, and then I have Warm Sand soft motion strappy vest, favourite vest of all time, from Honor. Fit jeans, Honor. Then this is from on it as well. This is the cardigan, and I want to say this is umber brown. I forget because I do a lot of orders, but it's time for Father's Day lunch. Now I'm just gonna make my pasta. I've got chicken, broccoli, and whole wheat pasta. I think I had it in a vlog not that long ago. I've got my present for my dad ready. This paper actually got dinosaur paper. I thought I just had some plain blue. But I think we'd gone to a kid's birthday party or something. We had this dinosaur paper. I swear we've had it for like years now. Like, we don't know that many kids. So I've put it in dinosaur paper. Yeah, I'll show you what I got Tom actually. So from the dog, I got him a little card. And then I got him an air freshener. An air freshener that's Peach's face. So cute. So cute. I also got him this top for the gym because we'd seen it when he went to Manchester and did his run. Someone had this on, and I wanted to order it just after the run, but by the time I'd ordered it, it got delivered. It's from Represent. I think they do really nice men's sportswear. I sometimes try and get him some stuff, you know, for birthdays and Christmas and stuff, and I found some really, really nice stuff that I think it's like Represents the brand, but they have that like 247 section that's more gym stuff. Because yeah, you've got to get these dog dads presents for Father's Day. I just love being excessive and over the top. Right, lunchtime, Father's Day celebration time. Back from Father's Day lunch, there was some delicious looking food on that table, but that's all right. I chose this life. But so my very first vlog, I was working with Tavea for the first time, and I don't work with them like full time. I'm not partnered with them or anything like that, but they've asked me if I wanted to work on another launch. So I did the launch of the contrast line Summer Colours in my very first video, and now I'm doing some work with them on the launch of, well, you know, they already have a soft collection, but they're bringing out more styles and colours. So I got to pick an outfit. I've just been doing some content. It's so cute. I actually don't wear it like this. You can actually fold it over. It does the white on the inside so that you can have that. It looks a bit creased now because I've had it on and off so many times. I've been doing content like all this week for it, but I like to wear it like that, obviously better than that. I normally style it better. But if anyone's interested, this is the cami top in Blossom, the skirt in Blossom, and then the headband in Blossom as well. I think I got these both in a size small. I think I actually would size down to an extra small. I'm still figuring out my sizing with Tavea because the long sleeve top I got last time I got in small. Definitely couldn't go any smaller, but the shorts I should have gone extra small because they were a little bit big, and then these are also, and it's okay if I roll it down actually, but how I wear it normally, it's just even the vest, like I would like a little bit more of a tighter fit. But by the time this video goes live, when basically how it works is, that's horrendous. Basically how it works is when you do work with Tavea just on a particular launch, from the date of the launch, which is Sunday the 21st of June, they give you a code that's active for a week, so that's Erica10, but by the time I upload this, I don't think it'll be active anymore. I'm really enjoying Tavea. I'd not tried them before, but this material's really, really nice. Like, with it being like the soft collection, there's a mixture of like gym pieces and more lifestyle like pieces. I think this top I'll definitely wear in the gym, and then I feel like the skirt's just cute for like little days out and stuff like that. So yeah, it's something a little bit different, and this colour's really, really nice. I just love this kind of thing. Like, I love this life where I get to do stuff like this. Like, this is very new for me. I don't really work with brands and stuff, but I'm starting to get a little bit of a taste of that, and oh, it's so good. It's such a dream. It's just, yeah, it's a very pinch me, like, is that really my name in the code box? Like, when the stuff arrives, have they really sent me this stuff? Like, and when they view it and like it, like, it's like a real sense of pride because I enjoy my social media so much. Good morning. It's 5 a.m. Monday morning, and I'm at the stage now where every workout that I do is my last one of that type before we go away. So I've basically got my 4 sessions left this week before we go away. So every one I do, it's like, oh, this is the last of this one before we go. Or yes, I'm very nearly there. But this morning we have quads, which is always a hard one, but yeah, last one before we go on holiday, so let's go. It's been a few days since I last spoke to you, and I've had some appointments in that time that I didn't film. I've had 3 things happen to me since I last saw you. So it's now Thursday and the cut ends tomorrow. We go on Saturday, so that's where we're at. Earlier in the week I had my brows done. I just had them tinted and shaped up, and then I had my lashes done. Went for lash extensions. I'm prone to a little LVL every now and then. I used to get lash extensions years ago, and I think I really overdid it. So I thought I'd go for something a little bit different and go all out. I haven't even brushed them in a little while, but I'm really liking them. I like that I can just get up in the morning and just go, because I've got like my lashes and my brows done. And then the third thing is I've managed to, I don't know if you can see, you probably don't even want to see, you don't want to see, I've burst a blood vessel in my eye. I tell everybody it's from the gym, because one of the ways that you can burst a blood vessel is pushing too hard in the gym. So I did a really heavy glute session yesterday. I literally woke up with it this morning. I was like, what's that in my eye, in the mirror? And it was like, oh my God, it's a burst blood vessel. But it's causing me no pain, and ChatGPT thinks I'm fine. And I feel like it's already actually fading. It was much darker this morning, so yeah, that's good. But we are at arguably my favourite appointment now. Nail appointment! So these are my current nails. I've got a peach. Oh, actually. There we go. I've got a peach colour. And I'm going to go really boring. On holiday, I've gone for bright nails in the past, like different colours and stuff, but I'm going boring. I'm going to go for like a milky pinky white colour, but then I'm actually going to go for this peach colour on my toenails, so I've still got something a little bit more fun. Also looking much more tanned. You would think I'm a bikini athlete for my workout tomorrow and my final transformations of the cut. I've been building up my tan. So I did, it's a tanning moisturiser, so I say building it up. I did a layer yesterday, a layer this morning, and I'm going to do another one tomorrow, but at least I'll start my holiday tanned. But I literally want to feel like I've completed a prep, and that includes tan. So yeah, I will show you my nails when I'm out. Holiday nails are done. What I asked for was milky pink white stuff, and the assignment was understood. I feel clean girl aesthetic, and I felt those will just go with every outfit that I've got. And then I went for the peachy orange on my toenails as well, so they're feeling super summery, these are feeling clean girl, and yeah, that's all my appointments now. So this is the hottest I'm ever going to look in my life, because I've had everything done. So yeah, it's now about 6 o'clock we're gonna go for a walk because it's still a heat wave. We're gonna leave little Peach at home, take ourselves for a walk. I've got some final steps to do, the last steps of the cut, and then I have my tea and my yogurt bowl left. The last 2 meals, actually no, that's a lie. So tomorrow I'm having my breakfast still on plan, my lunch on plan, one snack on plan as like a pre-workout snack. When I've finished work for the day, I'll have that and I'll go to the gym, and then it's off plan time. So I've still got like every meal left, but this is my last tea, like my last dinner on plan. So I've got chicken fajita rice bowl, which has been a staple, to be honest, over the last 12 weeks. It's very, very, very easy to make. And it's really tasty, and because it's got like a lot of lettuce in it, so it's got rice, it just feels like a big volume meal. So I've been having that one a lot because it fills me up. Just prepping the last meal of the cut, the last tea. Hot. So it's actually really hot, so I can't show you. So whenever we have a meal, we cook double and then we reheat it the night after. So we'll just put it in the microwave. It saves so much time. But so far on my plate, I have chicken with peppers and onions, eat lean cheese on top, and then it's got fajita seasoning on and tomato puree. And then we put loads of lettuce in there. So this is after it's been in the microwave. Get a big heap. That's too much. No room on the plate now. Of lettuce. And then some Mexican rice. It's really simple. So I'm just gonna put my rice on. Oh my god, the rest is for you.
Thank you.
And then that, no, I'll show you properly. I have to move it around with this because the bowl's been in the microwave, but this looks absolutely delicious. Good morning. Happy Friday and happy last cut day. The day has finally arrived. We go on holiday tomorrow. 11 weeks, 5 days, and the day is finally here. Feels very surreal. But yeah, just washed my hair because I need to do some transformation videos because a lot's changed. Yes, I'm gonna get myself ready, have my last breakfast and a coffee, and then head to the gym for the last session. So yeah, having a good day so far. Hair's clean, feeling good. Just super excited and super grateful. Super grateful that this day's come, one, because then I can start, switching up my food and stuff a little bit more and eating more. But also super grateful that I've actually completed this. The day's finally come. So yeah, feeling super happy. I'm all ready. Ready for the gym for the last time. For a week. I'll be back. But the last time of this phase. And I've actually put my check-in outfit on. And I'm kind of sad I started this channel very close to the end of the cut. Cause I feel like you would have seen a big difference in me, obviously physically, which is like probably the smallest part now, to be honest. Like yesterday I'm like doing all my posing and celebrating the physical, but it's quite hard to celebrate the mental, like outwardly, but very much inwardly I'm celebrating the mental and confidence side and everything like that. Even starting this channel just proves how much confidence I've gained. But this is what I'm looking like at the end. Relaxed. That's me. And then, just a little list. That's what we're dealing with. It feels so weird to do, but I feel like I'm kind of living my bikini athlete dreams. Leave that one there. Yeah, we have one last gym session to do first, so let's go get it done. Gym is done. I got a matcha. Not just any matcha. I've got a blueberry and dark chocolate, because the girl in there was so nice. I was like, wow, I said, I want a really nice matcha. So I was like, I've not been able to have anything like this in a while. I was like, what do you recommend? And she said, we have different fruits at different times. And our fruit at the moment is blueberry, which is one of her favourites. And she said she likes to put it with dark chocolate. So I was like, yep, blueberry and dark chocolate sounds incredible. And then she said, do you want cold foam? And I was like, yes, like I kind of really do. So she was like, why don't you go vanilla cold foam as well? And I was like, you know what, let's just do it. I mean, this is a very unbelievably full cup. So I need to give it like a good mix. I'm actually filming for my phone as well, so I've got two devices going on right now, but I'm gonna take my first. Oh my god. That's delicious. I could cry. I could literally cry. Like, I'm gonna take it home. I'm gonna like take the lid off so I can sip it through the cold foam and hope it doesn't melt, because I'm only like 10 minutes from home. I think I need to give it like a real good mix, because like, oh my god, that is so yummy. So I'm back from the gym. I very much enjoyed my matcha. It was absolutely delicious, and I was literally scraping my finger around the cup for that cold foam. It was so good. Like, I wasn't really a matcha girl before this cup, but I think I'm very much in an algorithm of people getting acai bowls and matcha, and they've been my things that I really wanted. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed every second of that. And then I've just had my lunch, which was my usual minced potatoes and green beans. So that's all of the cut meals done. Now the next bit of food that I eat will be something else. I've just made myself, how cute is this mug? It's like a bow. A little green tea, which is absolutely boiling. And I thought I would just talk to you a little bit about cutting and my experience. I'm very aware that since starting this YouTube, the cut and mentioning the cut has been frequent, and I don't like that, because, and I don't like that for my other pages as well. It's become very centred around that, but that's because my life has been centred around that for 12 weeks, and my outlook on everything to do with health and fitness is, I don't really like to talk about weight loss and fat loss a lot because I think there's so much more to it than that. And I think that gets a lot of airtime anyway. I just don't like to focus on things like that. So I'll put a time on the screen when I'm going to stop talking about the cut in case this isn't really your thing, or just completely turn off, because all videos after this are not going to be cut centered because it's over. So I'll have some kind of time here when I'm going to stop talking about it. But I just wanted to give kind of like one last summary before I move on, because it has been a huge part of my life, and I wanted to give some tips for anybody who maybe is thinking about entering like a cutting phase or a fat loss phase, or even just is thinking about going on like a health and fitness journey, and also just talk about my experience, the highs, the lows, and everything like that. So yeah, I'll start with the highs. The highs for me have genuinely, and I'm not just saying this because I've heard people say this before, and before I experienced something so disciplined, and I was like, yeah, whatever, like, you're just saying that, like, you look great, and that's the best thing about it. Like, the physical results really they end up becoming the smallest part, and I just need you to believe me when I say that, because I didn't believe anybody else either. I was like, yeah, how is that? Like, really? Like, you just gone through this massive like physical transformation. Like, surely that's a big part, and it is, and it feels great, like, to see physical changes. But the mental side is life changing, because it's the commitment and the respect that you've shown yourself. It's the fact that you said you're going to do something, and you respected yourself enough to, no matter what happened or challenges you might have faced, times when it got hard, times when it was good, you stuck true to your word and did it, and you completed something that a lot of people can't do. It's not a walk in the park. It's not always enjoyable. And you pushed your body to limits. You pushed your mind to limits, and I have noticed that come through in my life in terms of just being a bit more headstrong. The confidence, the changes I then wanted to make, the self-respect you will have, and is astronomical. And I now want so much more for myself in life, because I've committed to myself and shown that I can, and now I want to pour that into every part of me and make sure I am the happiest and most fulfilled version, not just in my health and fitness, in everything. And that you can kind of prove you can do anything. Like, I did that, so I can, anything else I set my mind to, if I am determined and I want it bad enough, I can go and get it, because I got this. So yeah, that's the main positive. Obviously, seeing the physical changes are very nice, especially because I did a bulk first for like a year, and then I did the cut, so I feel like I've been able to reveal like quite a lot of muscle, which I've never had before. I've done fat loss phases, but before I really knew how to build muscle, I was just always kind of trying to lose fat, because I always thought being smaller was better. So I would just get very, I use the word skinny, but I would just get very skinny, and I was never confident because I didn't have any real shape or even goal or purpose. I never got to somewhere I thought, right, I'm happy with that now. I always wanted to be skinnier and skinnier. But because I've actually had a set time frame and I've achieved everything I want to, I don't feel that this time. I don't feel like I want to get any smaller. I actually want to grow back again and do this all over. I just love the game. I love the game of, I'm going to grow, and then I'm going to cut again, and then I'm going to grow. And yeah, I love the game of training like I'm a bodybuilder, but I'm not. So what was I saying? Yeah, I've done a lot of fat loss phases before. What was different this time was, you don't have to do this. Like, I was completely 100% calorie by calorie, step by step, rep by rep, like strict. Because I like to train like bodybuilder style, I wanted it to be like a prep where like everything is very, very specific. And I don't want to scare people off trying to lose body fat or going into like a deficit, thinking that it has to be like, you don't even have milk in your coffee. I was having black coffee. Like, I was taking my meals. If I was going out for lunch, I was taking my meals with me and stuff. That was just because my macro and calorie goals were so specific. But you can still stick to your calorie goals and you can have like a life. I think why working with a coach is so helpful, like if you was going to do this, is I've gone through times before this phase where I would send menus of where I was going to my coach and we'd talk about what else I would eat that day and how we would structure it so that I could still have something when I'm out that I would enjoy and it's not going to like massively take me over my calories, or if it is, like maybe reduce the calories a little bit the day before, or to be honest, when I was in a growth phase, we'd just do nothing about it. I would just go out and I would eat the food. But that is balance, isn't it? Sometimes you're going out and picking something well balanced, sometimes you're going out and you're just eating whatever the hell you want and not thinking twice. The negatives: energy got low, so you've got less food in you, you're having more expenditures and you're doing more exercise, so yeah, energy wasn't always like as high. I think something I would do differently next time I do a cut is structuring my meals and like my carbs more around my workouts. I feel like I never really got into a groove of like a pre-workout meal and kind of getting the most out of my sessions based around the food I was eating. I think I was just so fixated on getting through it and doing it. I wasn't as focused on that until I got more towards the end and was like, actually, I feel like that maybe would have benefited my training a little bit more. It's tiny things, like my training didn't suffer. I was still lifting the same, still getting through every session. I was feeling good, but I think maybe could have squeezed a little bit more out of some sessions if I had just structured my food a little bit better. And then, yeah, energy levels low and hunger. It's not nice being hungry. I didn't suffer too bad. I think, you know, being hungry is not nice, and before any meal, even when I was in a bulk, if I'm due another meal, I'm getting hungry, but I haven't felt like super full. I haven't had that feeling of being really, really full. I've just been satisfied, and sometimes it's nice just to feel full and not feel really hungry when you're due another meal. So yeah, hunger's not an easy one to deal with. But yeah, there's ways of handling it, and I got better and better, but it's not enjoyable. And I think the final like negative for me was like I've missed out a bit. I was actively like, I noticed I wasn't on purpose, but I was just not making social plans because I didn't want to have to navigate around social plans, so I've become a little bit more like just a homebody during this cut, which is fine. I can now get back to like being more social and stuff, because a lot of socialising does revolve around eating and drinking. It just does. And my friends are incredible. We've gone for walks, and if we've gone for lunch, I have just had like a Coke Zero, and they've always supported, but it's not always fun being the one there with your green tea or your Coke Zero. So I have actively like noticed I've not been making as many social plans, which you really do not have to do. I think that's the difference between me like doing this as if I was on a prep and a regular fat loss phase. There is differences, and the levels of strict do vary. I mean, you've got to be disciplined, otherwise you're never going to get results, but how physically like really, really strict you are and how much you allow yourself a little bit of leeway for life is different. It doesn't have to be as extreme as this. This was my choice. Like, no one's asked me to do this. This is the game I like to play. This is the back and forth I like to do, and how I like to live my life. Like, it's my hobby, it's my sport, it's my thing. It doesn't have to be that way. So they are the negatives, and it takes time and planning to make sure you're always eating the right thing. But again, I enjoy that, but you could be seen as a bit of a negative if you just like to be able to grab and go and not really think about food and get whatever you want. You can't really not think about food because you've got to plan and make sure you're having the right amount of things. This is still so hot. Okay, no drink for me. The final thing, because I've been talking for a long time, is my tips if you do want to get into one. I feel like I've developed some quite good tips. I'm going to share them with you. I think I have four tips, so let me see if I can remember these in the right order and get through. So number one is always, I tell everybody, meal prep to your heart's content as much as you physically can. Go on Amazon, get those glass Tupperware things or plastic Tupperware boxes, order loads and meal prep as much as you can, because then you're not thinking about food as much. Like, so say I meal prep my breakfast and my lunch, and then I already have my snacks prepared because they're less preppable, like you're just gonna grab them depending on what your snacks are. And then my dinner on a night time, I always do double, so I'll cook one night and then I'll reheat it the next night. So I've always got some kind of prep going on. I'm very rarely cooking, and I'm never cooking 3 times a day. And for me, this is one, it just saves a lot of time. Bulking, cutting, maintenance, not even dieting, don't care about your food. It saves you so much time and effort just having it to reheat, because once you're cooking, you're doing it, so you might as well make loads, in my opinion. But when you're in like a fat loss phase or a deficit, when you start to get hungry, that's when it's really easy to make a wrong choice, or make a choice that might affect your results that week or that day, and go over your calories, because your mind and body's hungry. It's asking for food, and every instinct in your body just wants to grab anything and eat it, or order something and eat it so you can eat as fast as you can because you're hungry. And you tend to crave food that's bad for you as well. Like when I'm really hungry, I'm not necessarily craving my minced potatoes and green beans. I want something like a big fat pizza. But the ease of the fact that I've got my minced potatoes and green beans already made, the fact that I don't have to spend any money ordering, I don't have to cook anything, just literally get out the fridge and put it in the microwave. Even if I'm at work, get out the fridge, put it in the microwave, and within 3 minutes or something, I'm going to have my food. That keeps me from grabbing the things extra, from just grabbing a packet of crisps or eating a couple of biscuits. Like, my food's going to be ready quickly. And it also stops me thinking about calories. Like, I'm not always thinking about how many calories I'm consuming. I don't have to always think about the weight of things, you know, like how many grams of mince am I having or anything like that. Like, it makes it so easy because you just do that once. So if you're not someone who likes to think about calories and macros, like if that's not your thing, you only have to think about it once a week when you do your meal prep, and then all you're doing is just reheating them, and it gets you into the motion of like, just eat the meals that are on your plan, or eat the meals, if you don't have a plan, eat the meals that fit in your calories and macros, and just get into that routine much easier. It does mean you're eating the same thing a lot, but I really don't mind that. Again, like when you're in a cut to work out your calories and macros, sometimes if you find stuff that works, it's really easy just to keep repeating those meals, or if you've got a few options, to repeat them on rotation. Like, that is easier. So meal prep is number 1. What was number 2? Okay, number 2 is around steps, because quite often your step goal might be a little bit higher if you are trying to lose body fat. And I found that starting and finishing my day with a walk really helped that. I've just said the W word. I expect Peach to come around the corner any second thinking we're going on a W-A-L-K. But starting my day and ending it with a walk meant that I ticked off a really big chunk of steps, like guaranteed every day. So the rest were just done while I was like pottering around the house. And if I did get a chance to go for a walk on my lunch break, I would do that as well, just for like, to really make sure I'd hit the goal. But if I didn't start my day with a walk, then I feel like I would get to like lunchtime, mid-afternoon, and I've barely done any steps, and it feels really overwhelming to do them all on the night time, especially if you've got plans, or, you know, it does take time out of your day. And then doing the walk at the end of the day as well, I know whatever steps I have left, I will just walk for that long and complete them. So I've got no doubt in my mind every day that I'm getting a good chunk done in the morning, and then whatever I've got left, I'm completing them on a night. And to be honest, my nighttime walks ended up quite short, because you do end up just potting around during the day, and getting that big chunk done in the morning really does help. Tip number 3 is to write everything down as much as you can, because you don't really want to have to think about this. Like, you just want a plan, and just to get into the motion and let the momentum of doing it just carry you through. So I have one of those like whiteboard sticky things. It sticks on the side of the boiler, and it has like your week, like Monday to Sunday. So I write down like which days I'm going to the gym, like what, you know, if I'm going on Monday, when am I going? Like, am I going in the morning? Am I going in the afternoon? Am I going in the evening? And what am I training? So before I even start that week, I'll set out all them workouts. So I'm not trying to like, I don't get to Thursday and think, oh my God, I've not had time to do my workouts. I need to cram 4 sessions into 3 days. Like, I always guaranteed I know I'm going to get my sessions done, and things are allowed to change. It doesn't mean it's like set in stone, but it just gives you that like start to be more likely to get them done. And then I also write my meals on there as well. I tend to, just because I had the same thing for breakfast, lunch and snacks every day, the only thing I was mixing up was my evening meal. I would just write my evening meals on this whiteboard thing, so I know what I'm having every day. And I had an app that I was using, because I did do this with a coach, so I had my meal plan, but I would fill out my entire week of meal plan like as I was doing my food shop, so I knew I had exactly the right amount of foods to get me through, and I knew what I was eating. I think this is more important if you're doing the diet part yourself. You don't have a coach with a meal plan, because you don't want to have your breakfast and your lunch and then go to start cooking your dinner and be like, oh, barely got any calories left, and I'm going to have like next to no food now. Like, you want to spread that food out because there is less food. You're going to want to spread that out during the day. So I think knowing what you're having before you even start eating anything, like days before, knowing what you're having for the week is really, really, really useful. And okay, finally, tip number 4 is lay everything out in your line of sight that you can. And this is just kind of like just being prepared, really. The general tip is just be prepared and be organised. But I like to have things out in front of my face. So I was going to the gym in the morning a lot during this phase. I was going to the gym the next morning. I would not go to bed without laying out my clothes first. Like, I would always have my outfit ready, because when that alarm goes off in the morning and you're getting up, I didn't have the brain capacity. I didn't want to think about an outfit. Like, it just felt more overwhelming because it's early and your body's just woken up. You've already got a workout to do. That's a lot. So make it easy for yourself. You can just slip straight into your clothes, and before you know it, you'll be in the car on the way, and then you're there. And then once you're there, it's dead easy. It's just the getting up and the getting there. So yeah, so take the thinking out of your outfit. And I would also lay out, so I was having a drink in the morning that had creatine and collagen in. I would already have made that the night before and have that out. It kind of goes along with meal prep, but yeah, just having things in front of you. So I wouldn't have that still in the cupboard as powder. I would have it literally made as a drink in front of me, so I can just grab it in the morning. And also all of my supplements. So I have a little tray for my supplements Monday to Sunday. Make sure that's always stocked. Stock that once a week. And I would also leave that out next to the drink, so I'm not missing anything. That's it. That's my tips. So yeah, that's basically a summary of my cut and how I found it. And yeah, as we move on to the next phase, it's going to be much less focused on body image, because that's what I want really. I want my next phase to be not about aesthetics as much. I've enjoyed this and I like training for aesthetics. I think having an aesthetic goal is definitely not a bad thing. It's a good thing. I know it gets a lot of bad press, but I don't think it's a bad thing at all. It can be really motivating, but I feel like you've got to have something else as well, like a gritty why of why you like to look after yourself and train and look after your health and fitness and stuff. You've got to have something a little bit more meaty behind it. So having an aesthetic goal is not bad, but I kind of want a different kind of challenge now. Not 100% sure yet if I want like an event, like some kind of running race, some kind of something like that, or I just want general strength or like gym performance. But I like goals, like I live by goals. But I want it to be more performance based rather than aesthetic based. But my performance has definitely improved at this phase, but I think obviously the main focus has been on the weight loss and the fat loss. But yeah, thank you for listening to that. I hope you found it useful. A little bit different, but yeah. Bring on the non-meal plan, high calorie, carby, sweet, sugary foods I'm about to eat, because I'm going to show you my very first bite. A couple of hours left, and then it's all mine. It's time! It's time for some normal food. I'm sat at the dining room table. I've been given a lemon San Pellegrino, which feels like I'm already on holiday, and then we don't go till tomorrow. I've been instructed just to sit here. Sorry if you can hear the aircon unit going crazy. We've got like a little portable one that we've just put on, but I'm hungry and it smells so good. I'm so excited. I'll show you what I've got when I get it, but it's looking good, girls. It's looking good.
So a bit of a funny story.
Let me not record the footage.
No, you can. So, funny story. Mm-hmm. After you went and got your matcha, I went back to exactly the same place. I spoke to the lady who served you your matcha. So I was like, oh, I think my wife's just been in here. She's got a matcha you made, some like kind of blueberry thing. And she's like, no way. So I actually don't think she charges as much as what she should have done for the kids and stuff. Yeah, because she's like, oh, she's lovely. She wanted like some kind of like matcha thing, so I just went crazy. I went wild and just made it so crazy. So I was like, oh, no way.
Yeah, where did you went there?
It's a bit weird too. So I can't remember exactly what they call it, apart from I know that this is a Millionaire's roller shortbread, and this thing, which you probably already seen, was the one on the end which was a raspberry kind of cookie dough type blondie type thing, and that is
what the
I know.
Look at the size of that. Can I take a bite of this?
Yeah, just go all in. Good stuff. Can I go for a bite of this one? How good is that stuff?
I feel emotional.
That is exactly what we need.
Wow. Try that.
Is it good?
You like jam in it? I'll try some.
That's so naughty.
We're now in the airport. Didn't really end it last night because we had our food and then our alarm was 2:30 this morning, so we went to bed and I went to bed with a very full belly last night, which was a feeling I've missed, but I'm actually just doing some editing. I was actually editing this video, so I'm going to end this one here. Thank you very much for watching the last few days of the vlogs. Okay, she's done. Thank you for watching my prep for Majorca. I'm going to start a new vlog to take you with us on the holiday. So if you did like it, please like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. See ya!